everyone, it's Casey, and today we're going to talk about how old your pet really is. When I was growing up, it was the old adage that 7, you times your pet's age by 7, and that's how old they really are. And what amazes me is that that's really not true. The weight of a dog plays as important of a role as their actual age when we're looking how old they really are. So when I say that, what I mean is people years. How old is a dog or a cat in people years? So we're going to look at a chart here, and this chart is actually available on realtimecare.com. So if you want to see how old your pet is, just type in age chart, and this chart will come up and you can actually see how old your dog or cat is as well. So what amazes me is the oldest cat I ever met was 22 years old. And when we look at this chart, a cat that is 22 is 104 years old. That is amazing to think that a cat can live that long. And why this is so important is cats and dogs age. It's really, really important that they visit the veterinarian on a routine basis for a physical exam. If my grandmother lived to 104, she'd probably be at the doctor's office almost every week. Sometimes kitties and dogs don't go to the vet even every year. And this kind of highlights why it becomes more important as dogs and cats age that they visit the vet more often. So let's look at dogs. When I was growing up, I had a big lab. She weighed 90 pounds and she lived to be 12. If I did the old adage of multiplying 7 to her age, she would have been 84. But if I look at this chart and go to a dog that's 12 and go over to greater than 90 pounds, she was 93. So I always think about when my dogs get older, I want to think of them like my grandmother or grandfather. And it's so important to make sure that they visit the veterinarian on a regular basis. It's also kind of interesting to think that when you have a kitten or a puppy and we think of them being babies, they're really not. A cat that's less than 1 year to 1 year old is 7. The same with dogs, and the bigger the dog, the faster they age, so that's something to consider as well. If you have any questions about how old your pet really is, or anything else health or well-being related, contact your veterinarian. They're the best resource for information about the health and well-being of your best friend.